Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in all Magic the Gathering formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you all for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Build a no-creature deck with your community and win a match with it. Instants and sorceries that are creatures, or instants and sorceries that create creatures or steal your opponent's creatures are allowed. So we can build a creatureless deck, and all we have to do is get one win with it. Build a no-creature deck with your community. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in here. So 0 creatures. So we just need enchantments, artifacts, lands, instant sorceries, planeswalkers. Alright. So we don't want these lands. Did I have lands selected in this? I did, but I had everything else selected too. Alright, that was weird. Interesting. So what do we... This isn't working. Oh, it's showing me enchantment creatures. That's what it's doing. And instants and sorceries that are also creatures. Alright, so where do we want to start? I don't think we can win with Happily Ever After. We can run a bunch of Elspeths. I really think like we're going to end up in like a blue-white control type deck with like a bunch of planeswalkers. Like when I think no instants and sorceries, that's kind of immediately what I go to. Is like, oh, blue-white control. Or we could, you know what we could do is we could play like a Esper control. Let's run the fairy sleeves on this deck. Let's end up playing like an Esper control deck. So let me just sort through my planeswalkers here. Because we can run like Elspeth. We can run Teferi. Run a Liliana. Ashiok. Probably a couple Narsets as well. I'm not 100% if we run Narset or not. I think we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Alright, so let's take off the Planeswalker. Alright, blue-black cards we want in this deck. Thought Erasure. Probably, since it's a control deck. We want some temples. We want some watery graves. We cannot play creatures. What else do we want here? Anything? Probably not. Alright, let's go do a blue-white. So we want... Probably not a Dovin's Veto, but I could see running like Absorb. Play some Temples, play some Hollowed Fountains. We can't play Dream Trawler, unfortunately. I could see playing Time Wipe, though. Or a Time Wipe, since we only have 2 Shatters. And if anyone has any suggestions, feel free to add them as we're building here. Do not want Scars. How many lands do we currently have? 26? I think that's where I want to be. as far as our land count goes. Ooh, we could play a Kaya as well. And then we want to play Oathakaya. I could see playing a Mortify. Maybe I want to run Kaya's Wrath over... Yeah, I could see running Kaya's Wrath over the Day of Judgment card. Hero Precinct 1. So if you're just tuning in, we are running currently... we're doing a Stream Elements challenge. This one is Look No Creatures. So you build a deck with no creatures in it with your community and win a match with it. You can run instants and sorceries that create creatures or steal your opponent's creatures as well. So we're gonna probably what we're trying to do is build a control deck essentially, and just run a bunch of the really powerful planeswalkers like Elspeth and Ashiok and Liliana here. But I'm trying to figure out what removal spells we kind of want, and go from there. Because I think this would be pretty powerful. I do think we want, since we're going kind of removal heavy, and all we have to do is win one match with it. I don't want Doom Foretold in this deck, only because I'm running a bunch of planeswalkers. I think Doom Foretold is better in more of an eggshell, where you're playing like Lucky Egg and things, where you get to kind of sack just jank and junk to it. Because Doom Foretold, you can't sack creatures. Sorry, you can't sack tokens. Otherwise, it'd be really good with our planeswalkers that are creating tokens. All right, we're almost there. I think we do want a couple of removal spells. I think we do want 2 Agonizing Remorses. I think are pretty good. I could see running Legion's End is more for the sideboard, I think. I'm trying to think. What removal spells do control decks typically play? Is kind of where I'm at. I can't play Murderous Rider. I can play Murder. Oh, there's a rare. Where is it? There's a 4-drop rare that says exile target creature or planeswalker, and then you basically surveil 1. Eat of Extinction. Eat to Extinction. I could see running a couple of those. Our curve, I think, is a little heavy. I really want like a 2-drop. Yeah, I could see playing Mortify. No, I don't think... the way control decks are kind of being built currently, I don't really think we want Opt in them. They're less of a play on your opponent's turn type of deck. They're more of a just get incremental value over time. I can see just maybe playing another Absorb, but I don't know if I want to do the full play set. I really want like a 2-drop spell. Maybe like Tyrant Scorn. Let's go multicolored. I could see maybe playing 2 Tyrant Scorns. And maybe trimming like 1 Eat. Or maybe it's a Thought Eraser. I could see trimming a Thought Eraser. Alright, let's go ahead and jam this up. I guess I'll name it Esper No Creatures. Because essentially that's what we're trying to do here. We'll go ahead and jump into a ranked match. You heavily disagree with trimming... Well, we have two Agonizing Remorse as well. So we have 5 discard spells. I agree. I think Thought Erasure is good. I just like for this particular. I hope I put blue blue cards in there. All right, let's go ahead and keep this. You like Drown the Lock way more than Tyrant Scorn? Yeah, I could see how it could be really good late game. From Cario. Yeah, of course, we're against Mono Red. Alright, let's go ahead here and Agonizing Remorse. I think here we're just taking a Steamkin and then probably going to kill the other Steamkin with Oath of Kaya next turn. Well, there's a temple. This is a little awkward. I'm going to have to pay the 2. I think we have to get Steamkin off the battlefield. See, Drown the Lock is good when it's reliable, but I just don't know if it's reliable in this format. There's a Scorn Splitter. Okay, we can just draw perfect. That's good, too. Alright, play some Elspeth. Create 2 1/1s.
The time to fight is
they could just shock the 1/1s. We'll see what our opponent does with this shock. Yep, they're going after the 1/1s. They'll probably take Elspeth out next turn. Oh, they actually stomp it. Okay. That's fine. We actually get to gain some life here.
I will stand against you, fiend.
I'd really like to draw a board wipe right here, but we're not lucky enough to. We do get a Liliana the Veil, though. Or a Liliana... Well, I wish we got Liliana the Veil. Liliana Dreadhorde General next turn, because we drew the Hollowed Fountain. You're playing a deck full of removal spells and stuff, and most people are really low on the curve. Yeah... I mean, Drown the Lock's not bad, but it doesn't hit, like, an Ember Cleave or anything like that, which I get. Like, Ember Cleave's not gonna get hit anyhow, but it can hit the creature, I guess. I don't know, I'm half and half on Drown the Lock. I know it can be a counter spell or a removal spell, but... So this turn I actually think I want to play Teferi and then bounce the Oath of Kaya. And then replay Oath. Because that gets rid of one of their creatures. Tempts them to attack Teferi next turn. And,
might be a bad idea.
And then we can also play Liliana Dreadhorde General next turn. To kill, like, 2 creatures as opposed to 1. I think I kill the Scourge Spitter here. Go up to 15. I'm going to play Liliana next turn. The reason for that is because I want them to play Bone Crusher Giant and have only 2 creatures on the battlefield, and then I want a minus to kill both of them. And then we can tick up. Alright, there's a Stomp. A couple Tin Streets coming at me. Ooh, there's an Ashiok. Thought Erasure. We have enough next turn to Ashiok and Thought Erasure, so I'm going to play Liliana this turn. I'm just going to tick up here. If they want to waste their mana, Tin Street, Dodgering, I think that's fine. We're going to have to draw a card here.
Waste not, want not.
And then next turn, I'm going to have Ashiok and Dreadhorde General. And that's just going to literally... Yeah, if our opponent's attacking our Planeswalkers, they're losing here. With Oath of Kaya on the battlefield. That's one thing red decks need to understand is when to attack Planeswalkers and when to not. So Liliana still survives. At 1.
Your boldness is
so the fact that... Well, Thought Erasure doesn't do anything now. But the fact that we can just play Ashiok and create 2 creatures a turn. Actually, what I should have done was minus Ashiok on the Ember Cleave. That may have been a slight misplay on my part. If they attack everything at Liliana, oh shoot, okay, they can, I forgot they can 10 Street Dodger with it. Alright, this is unfortunate. For free Surveil. Yeah, but I think I want to wait until they have something in hand. Well, I'm just gonna double block since they forgot to pump their charger here. Our Liliana's gonna die, unfortunately, but now I think I minus. And force them to exile their Embercleave. Do we have enough yet in Grave? Alright, I think I'm going to Surveil here like you said, Dan. I'm going to go ahead and Surveil. I think I like that one on top. And now I'm going to get to play Elspeth.
I am proud of my comrades.
They're going to get to deal 1 damage, or essentially 2 damage at most to an Ashiok if they want. But I think we're kind of running away with the game at this point. If they keep attacking our Planeswalkers, they're just taking 2 and we're gaining 2 every turn. So I think this is going to be a pretty quick and easy game. That's unfortunate. They're going to Robber of the Rich away our Elspeth. It's Conqueror's Death. Actually, do I block here? Hey Logan, love and miss you too. Kill Robber. But okay, but the thing is, it doesn't matter. I'm letting Ashiok die. I'll show you why here in a minute. You can watch, we're about to win. They can't play anything here. We're going to hit them for Xaxes.
Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
We hit him for exactly 8. And we just won with no creatures. So, I mean, we had creatures, but we won with no creatures in our deck. So, I mean, that's another Stream Elements game taking off. Hey, Logan, thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the description below for more Magic the Gathering content. This was Jordan with Crocodile MTG, and we will see you next time.